Prague. Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to another video. Not in the studio, oh no. Today we're in Prague because Western Digital very kindly took me on a expenses paid trip to Prague to show off some new exciting products, some of which I've got here. Now there are these things, the Western Digital My Passports, which are external drives. They've been around for a while, but these new ones are redesigned, they look better, and generally consumers are going to be more attracted to the design. Not really the sort of thing that I traditionally go for. One thing that they have announced that I'm very interested though is their new Western Digital SSDs. Now you may or may not realise that SanDisk and Western Digital sort of merged up earlier in the year, and this is actually the first drive that SSD that Western Digital has actually done by themselves really. So these are consumer drives, and at the moment they've got the Western Digital Green and then the Western Digital Blue drives. Now if you're already familiar with Western Digital traditional hard drives, then you'll know that the green and the blue were the sort of lower end drives, with the Western Digital Black being the highest end. Well, at the moment we only have Western Digital Blue and Western Digital Green drives. Now blue are the higher end ones. They say it's going to saturate the SATA interface because these are SATA drives. They come in M2 format as well, but these are not NVMe drives at the moment, they're just SATA limited drives. So the speeds is going to be theoretically the maximum that they could be, but we'll show a few benchmark tests that I will run at the bottom end of the screen to actually show you how well these things perform. Now it's quite interesting though, because Western Digital, obviously they traditionally do spinning hard drives, and SanDisk traditionally do flash stuff. So when they come together, it's going to be quite interesting to see how well all these drives perform, and obviously where they're going to place into the market. Now I'm a big advocate at the moment for ditching hard drives completely if you can, and having the spinning loud hard drives in a NAS somewhere, and then keeping your actual PC with SSDs only, as it's a lot faster and it doesn't make any noise. Western Digital Green drives are going to be more for people that just want an SSD, whereas the blues are the higher capacity and higher speeds from drives. So at the moment I've got a Western Digital Blue here. It's a 1 terabyte drive. Hopefully you've seen some of the close-ups now, but obviously it is an SSD, so there's not really too much fancy B-roll that I can do with those drives. But if they're well priced, then hopefully they're going to actually sell pretty well, because competition in the market is no bad thing. At the moment we still have SanDisk doing SSDs as well, but from the sort of conversation that I was having with some of the Western Digital guys, it does seem that SanDisk is going to stop doing SSDs and it's going to be more just Western Digital. That brand is going to take over. But if you're in the market for an SSD, is this something that you're interested in? Is this something you would be interested in picking up? Let me know in the comment section down below, and let me know what you basically want to see from SSDs. Because Western Digital Blue and Green are only two parts of their sort of Western Digital lineup, I have to say I'm very excited to see what the WD Black brand is going to be doing, because of course Samsung are bringing out the 960 Pro and then the 960 Evo, which are M.2 NVMe drives, and these are ridiculously quick. I can't wait to actually get testing them and seeing how quickly they do gaming amongst other more productive tasks. So if there is some decent competition to them as well, you can bet whatever you want that I'm going to be revisiting this topic. But once again, a massive thank you. Obviously, hopefully I've already said this enough, but a massive thank you to Western Digital for actually sorting this trip out. It's always appreciated. Had a great time so far, and hopefully you've seen a little bit of Prague from some of the footage that I included earlier in the video. If you like this video and you like this sort of trip-based video, let me know down in the comment section below. Hit the like button if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't, and for any questions you may have, leave them down below, or social media, it's at PCcentric. A massive thank you once again, and I'll see you in the next video. And maybe I'm trying to be a really bad undercover private investigator, or I just look stupid.